I'm here to talk to you guys about my expulsion today. My sophomore year, attending Truman High School in Federal Way, I was expelled for a verbal altercation with another student. He was a male. He was very, very large, size and height. He was 19. He called me a black bee, a red rooster, and other names. And I tried to take it into my own hands, and it didn't turn out the best way. I reacted in a way I wish I never did because it caused me to get expelled and when you're expelled, it's not suspended, so you're gone, out of school, and you can't get enrolled to another school until everything's settled with that. So I was out of school for a while. I was able to complete the last 2 weeks of my sophomore year at Lincoln, but I wish that when he called me those names, I would have reacted differently so that I could have stayed in school. And I wish I would have got an adult that would actually did something about it, because he was the one bullying me, calling me names. I was on my way to 6th period, and I went to the bathroom, and I came out, he was there, still going on. I was the one suspended for reacting to what he was saying, expelled for reacting to what he was saying, but he stayed in school the whole time, didn't get no consequences for anything that he did, and I'm the one that got the consequences because I felt like I had to do something about him calling me my name, and I had to realize that words can't hurt me, like him saying those things not going to change anything about me. I know I'm not a red rooster, and I'm proud that I'm African American, but when I was out of school for that period of time, it made me feel like depressed, kind of like there wasn't nothing fun about it. You might think it's not like a summer vacation or anything. I mean, everybody else is still in school. You still get to see your friends and everything, but the majority of the time, sat in the house alone, wishing I was doing some schoolwork, wishing I was doing something with my life. But I went to a hearing and everything, and it got better. When I got kicked out, I had a 4.0 GPA.
Your grade went down on?
No, my grade froze, doesn't it? Like it freezes when you get kicked out?
Well, I think a big thing with her is, I work in the school system, so I knew a lot of different things to help try to advocate for her, which I think is an important thing for parents. We have to work with our parents so that they know how to advocate for their children too, because children might make mistakes, and more likely than not you will, but you should be able to redeem yourselves. And so I was able to advocate for her so that she did get to keep her credits, because I said, hey, this is a kid she's done the work. There's not too much left of school. She has done what most kids have not done.
And I was taking junior classes.
Yeah, she was a sophomore taking junior classes too, and so I'm glad that they heard me when I said that. And I had to be very proactive, knock on a lot of doors. I had to make an appointment with the superintendent of the school district myself, and he thought that was a bold step. But as a parent, I needed to do whatever I needed to do to get her back into school, because you can't even go to different school districts. We live in Tacoma, and I took her to Federal Way School District because that's where I work. And I said, just let her go back to her home school, which is Tacoma, who was willing to accept her. But until that school district releases that expulsion, you can't even do that. Some kids just think, oh, I'll just go to a different school. Your parents' hands are tied. They can't take you to Timbuktu in Washington to a school. No, they won't let you do any school once you get expelled. And hers was just verbal, so she didn't even physically. But she went to an extreme. She went berserk, and the police were even called.
They tried to get me arrested, and I didn't even hit, and nobody got hit, nobody got hurt, or anything. And the thing I thought, I felt like during the time I felt like nothing should have happened. Like I shouldn't have gotten in trouble, and he should have gotten in trouble because he did that. Like he was the one that caused it. Followed me to the bathroom. Like and bully, yeah, like bully me and stuff. But then thinking about it, it's like, it kind of is my fault. Like, if I wouldn't have reacted the way I did, me reacting the way I did egged him on to keep on going because he knew that he could get a reaction at me. Like, he knew, oh, I'm going to keep on going because I'm not going to get in trouble, you know? I'm just, because he's saying it mellow and everything, and I'm the one being all loud and and everything like that. So it was me that got in trouble, so he didn't care. But like, I think with all that, like, and I think my reaction was a waste of time too, because the same boy that was doing all that stuff, he offered for my hearing so that I can get back in school. He offered to write a paper saying that he apologized. Remember, like,
you guys were friends.
Yeah, that it was okay because the same boy that this all happened with, he was in one of my classes. He was 19. I was only 15 at the time, but I actually helped him get his grades up in I think it was our science class. I did a project with him, and I did all this other stuff, stayed after school, helped him get his grade up to a C so that he didn't have to stay in high school another year, that he didn't have to be there, and so he can graduate. And I just felt like, I don't know, it's just like, that was weird. Like, I'm basically helping you graduate this year, and you're helping me get kicked out of school, basically. But then he turned around and helped me kind of get back in school, I guess.
So unfortunate things could happen, and everything may not seem fair, but your reaction to stuff is what counts. It's how you respond. As I was telling the other young ladies, you are one person who cannot control the whole world and everybody else, but you can control yourself and how you react to things. And that's really the only thing you can control. And there's like a thing that I remind myself of, even as an adult, is this a situation that I have control over? If so, please, I want the courage to change it in a positive way. If it's something I don't have control over, then I want peace to let it go.
There's like a Bible verse that says that. God gave me the courage
It's a serenity prayer.
Yeah, serenity prayer. I got a bracelet.
I use that. Yeah, I bought her that bracelet. I'm like, look at that. Is this something you can control? Is this something you can't? Then you have to just let it go. And I think just our reaction to things determine the outcome of a lot of situations, and our choices in life are so important.
Was you upset? Did you ground her or something?
I was very upset, but then you have a lot of different things going on because my child, one thing that I recognize as a parent, a lot of times you get defensive. Oh, my child. But that's not an approach that I wanted to take. I always want to look at both sides of the situation. Okay, there were a lot of things that I thought were handled wrong, but then accountability. She is always accountable for her own actions, and that's one of the things that I really, really want her to learn and practice is her own accountability. And so it's like, what could you have done differently? You can't control him calling you names. You can't go inside of his body and stop him from talking. And even if you physically hit him, and if he wasn't bigger than you and you maimed him, you're still going to have a lot of bad consequences. So what can you do that's going to make a positive outcome for you? So I was upset at how she reacted because I felt like it was disrespectful to the adults there. I think when adults told her to stop, she should have disengaged then. She should have stopped. And that's one of the things that got her expelled, that they felt like they lost control of her.
But another thing I think that made me even more upset was that the fact that when he first called me, the first thing he called me was a black bee, you know, and it was inside of the classroom. It's a small school. There's 12 teachers in the school and like 100 students. We had like 10 kids in our class. With a teacher, we're all like, our desk literally is shaped like this, and in the class I was in, and then there's one desk like this, and the teacher's right here. And we're sitting in the corner in front of the teacher's face, and the teacher hears this, but the teacher doesn't respond to it, you know? Like, the teacher felt like he didn't have to do anything. So, before I actually even reacted to him, I did. I got up and I left class, and you know how there's like a group of people that just hang out with like all their like friends and everything like that. It was him only talking, but he was with a bunch of other people. And it was just me by myself. And so I walked, and that's when I went to the other side of the school, and I went inside the bathroom, and I came outside, and he's sitting on the table, he's out there, and they're talking, and laughing, and what doing, he's calling me names and stuff like that.
She's getting in her mode.
Sorry.
Yeah, but the cool thing about it is, she made a change.
Yes.
And she was willing. So she realized that, okay, I should not have responded like that. I'm going to have to correct that if I want to move further in life. And there are going to be situations in you guys' life where things are going to happen and you do not deserve grace.
Yes.
You do not deserve a second chance. You do not. But you know what? You get it. And so when you get an opportunity to be able to, Run and Start, that is a tough program. My daughter's in it, but it's no joke. You got to be a good student. You got to have good study habits. You got to be around the right people. So she ain't just some chick, just whatever. She already has a foundation of my education is important to me. And that's probably what helped her bring herself back to, I'm going to do the right thing. I'm going to make a right decision because I have goals and things. And this dude is not going to stop me from reaching what I need to reach. But she got a great support system. And that's the other thing. You guys got to keep people around you that are like-hearted, that are going to support you, not going to agree and condone the negative things that you do, but know how to bring accountability, like she was saying, and also support you. So she had a great support network around her. If she didn't, she wouldn't be right here. It could have been a different situation, But she first was willing to say, my bad, I should have did something different. Okay, moving forward, this is how I want to do it. And all of you guys have to be able to be in a position where you say, dang, I jacked it up. I messed up. Dang, my bad. But I'm going to get back on the bike and I'm going to keep riding, and I'm going to remember this and I'm going to reach back and help somebody else up, which is what she's doing by coming here. She's coming back to let you guys know, hey, I just cussed this dude out and got expelled. They almost messed my education up. Y'all don't do that. Basically that's what she's saying. So the good thing is, here she is, and she's accomplishing something great. She's 18 years old, getting ready to graduate. 16, getting ready to graduate with a cosmetology degree. To me, that's just like, my goodness, that's awesome, So she's here to show you guys how to just keep looking up, regardless of what you've been through. There's things that you can't change, but then there are things that you can change too, and she's a great example on change your response and do something different the next time. Cool?
Pick your battles.
Yeah.
What school do you go to now?
SVI.
Seattle Central Community College.
It's SVI. It's not part of Seattle Central.
Yeah, they're sister schools.
Aren't you like 16?
Mom was signed to
She's
SVI.
brilliant.
I'm 16. It's Run and Start.
Yeah.
So
Are you in high school?
She's registered at Lincoln,
So they have to
but she does Running Start. It's a program where they pay for her
2
college.
years ago.
You can get both. You can get your associate's degree while you're in high school.
And they pay for the tuition of college, so your parents save money and you save money. You don't have to go
And I
in
ain't gonna
debt.
be in debt.
Amen. Thank you for the
Exactly.
mamas. But you guys,
Exactly.
Trio offers that same college-bound scholarship. You stay in it, they'll take, if you're in a Washington State college, they'll take care of your
Do they have
scholarship.
college about what? Is that
You enter it into high school, yeah. And it's in different forms. There's Cambridge, there's Running Start, there's
Yeah.
Avid. All those things really work together.
Right.
Oh, that's in Seattle.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But y'all can do it.
Yes, you
You
can.
can. She's
Anything's
an
possible.
example. It's possible. Absolutely.
And one day at a time.
Yes.
That's right.
Don't give up.